This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Finger Lakes Construction, Red's Place, Ferrara Lumber, Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, Penny's Place Restaurant, the Seneca Falls Country Club, the Omen Theater, FingerLakes1.com, Digital Marketing, and Aflac Supplemental Insurance.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome live inside Clifton Springs High School, where tonight a pair of Finger Lakes East teams meet in the Section 5 Class B quarterfinals with a chance to move on to the semis. It's the undefeated Midlakes Screaming Eagles versus the Palmyra Red Raiders. Good evening, everybody. It's Jim Sinicropi here alongside Tane Robinson. And Tane, this is the type of game that really gets everybody excited. The loser of this game goes home. Midlakes is 21-0. They lose tonight, it's over. Palmyra finally at full strength to face this Midlakes team, and we should have a great game on tap tonight.
Absolutely, Jim. You said it. The regular season no longer matters at all. It's one and done for all the teams in the postseason, and this should be a whale of a game. Palmyra, when they last faced Midlakes, you mentioned, didn't have full strength as they were without one of their top players, Katie Smythe, who missed a handful of games due to injury. And so it's going to be interesting to see tonight with a full lineup, what the tempo and pace of this game is going to look like.
So a full house here at Midlakes as we are just moments away from tip. And the Midlakes girls program hasn't won a sectional title since 1975. They sit just 2 games away from achieving that goal. They're 21-0, undefeated Finger Lakes East champions. Alaina Forbes, one of the leading scorer in Section 5 girls basketball, averaging 27 points a game. And Palmyra, as you mentioned, hasn't been at full strength since late January. Both their losses to Midlakes were games where they were shorthanded. So we're about ready for the tip. Ball is in the air, and it is controlled by Midlakes. It's Smythe with it. She tries an open three and hits it.
Boy, and Smythe making her impact felt right away, knocking down the long 3 ball.
Here comes Midlakes. It's Alaina Forbes playing catch with Cara Walker. The freshman Walker drives, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Gretchen Earl. So it's Jamie Walker with the basketball, working around the perimeter. A little inside out, and now a little jump ball, Cara Walker.
Nice defensive play by the freshman Cara Walker. She's this Midlakes team's second leading scorer, and she plays big on the defensive end.
She just tied up Andra Savage, another sophomore, along with Katie Smythe. Forbes now with a backdoor pass to Walker, spins, can't hit, gets her own rebound, but blocked.
Brandy Morrison looks like he's going to get called for the foul there, swiping down at Forbes, who did a nice job gathering that rebound in among Palmyra's bigs.
So now Walker ahead to the free throw line for a couple of shots. 3-0 early. Palmyra leads. First one way short. She steps away from the line. And a big stage for a freshman, but Cara Walker hasn't been playing like a freshman all year. I mean, if you just look at the eye test, you'd think she's an upperclassman.
Absolutely. She's got, it looks like a basketball player. Long arms, nice big wingspan. She gets that free throw to go. And on their home court, one of the things that this Midlakes team is going to do is try and make some hay with the press and see if they can force some turnovers.
And Katie Smythe gets it across half court against the pressure. Now Jamie Walker drives right side, lets a runner go, and another foul. And it looks like this one might be on Sydney Pasalacqua. We'll wait and see. It is on Pasalacqua.
Palmyra was able to break the press there, but then got stuck in sort of a trapping spot as Smythe picked it up just after going across the line. Did a nice job maintaining her composure and getting the ball to Walker, who attacked the basket on the dribble drive, but she missed the first of her free throw attempts.
Second free throw from Walker on the way. Rattles around and in. 4-1 early, 6:57 to go here. First period, Jim Sinicropi, Tane Robinson. for FL1 Sports. Glad you could be with us here on a rainy Friday night in the Finger Lakes as Midlakes works it around the perimeter here against what looks to be a 1-2-2 zone. Or maybe they're...
I think it's a 2-3.
2-3,
but they're very active, moving around, chasing.
Cara Walker for three. Rainbow.
And that ball barely even touched the net on its way through. What a pretty shot by Walker.
Ties things up at 4-4. Again, Palmac breaks that Midlakes pressure. That'll be key for them to keep their composure. Now Smythe eyes up a three ball again with Forbes in her face, decides against it, and now she's dribbling with the left hand out at the top of the key.
And Smythe does have that type of range. She's not shy to shoot from deep.
Here's a three ball on the way off the pass to Smythe from Andra Savage. Savage no good, rebounded.
Big rebound by Brandy Morrison with the putback.
Palmac back on top, 6-4. Forbes hands off to Macy Kisner, out of bounds to Palmac.
Midlakes looking to go quickly. One of their signature offensive, schemes this year has been just trying to push the tempo at all times and going a little too fast on that last possession.
So now Smythe with the basketball back in her hand across half court, beats the pressure. Guarded man-to-man by Alaina Forbes. They get it to Morrison, but Savage.
Yeah, they're going to get Savage with the walk there. She was catching the ball while she was already moving.
Midlakes in their home whites with light blue lettering, black trim. Palmac in the road reds is the higher seed. They're an 8 seed. Midlakes, of course, the 1 seed. Undefeated at 21-0. Into the corner now. Three ball on the way from Forbes is an air ball.
When Savage tried to save that ball, I think she thought maybe a Palmac player had touched it, but no one had, and so it's going to be Midlakes ball staying on their end.
Cara Walker inbounds from the corner, gets it into Forbes. Forbes guarded by Smythe at the top of the zone, penetrates, a little runner short. She gets her own rebound. She puts it back up, rolls off. Rebounded by Kisner. She puts it back up with the left hand and scores. 3 chances for Midlakes there, and it's 6-6 and more full court pressure.
Some real tenacious offensive rebounding by the Eagles.
Almost forced a turnover, but Palmac controls it out of bounds on the baseline. It'll stay with Palmac. They'll be inbounding underneath their own basket for Midlakes. It's Jordan Noya, Alaina Forbes, Macy Kisner, Cara Walker, and Sydney Pasalacqua. Inbound to Smythe in the corner, tries a three. It's an air ball, but rebounded and put back in by the junior Gretchen Earl. 8-6, Palmac leads, 4:43 to go. Forbes with the basketball now. Over to Walker, back to Forbes. Now Walker has it at the foul line, extended. Pasalacqua swings it to the corner for Noya. She hits a three ball.
Nice ball movement by the Midlakes team on that possession. Working the ball around the outside very effectively, making the press move. Ooh.
Almost a turnover it is. Forbes steals the ball on the press. She goes the other way. Down low to Walker. She misses the layup, but she's fouled by Smythe. And Cara Walker will head back to the free throw line with the Screaming Eagles up 9-8 here, 4:15 to go.
Well, it's been a fast-paced game early on here.
Cara Walker makes the first. She's now 2 of 3 on the night from the free throw line. She has 5. And we have our first substitution of the ball game. Kenna Colasino checking in for Midlakes. 5'7" junior. Walker converts on the second free throw. And we have a 3-point lead now for Midlakes, their biggest of the ball game, as more full court pressure. And it forces another steal. Colasino comes up with it. Noya with the basketball. Looks for Cara Walker. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Midlakes.
And Midlakes doing a really nice job with that 2-1-2 zone pressure, making it difficult for Palmac to advance the ball across the half-court line.
Inbound to Noya. She looks to split the top of the zone, gets it out top to Kisner. Couple dribbles to Walker. Far side to Noya. Walker foul line to Kisner. A couple dribbles. Left-handed layup is good. In traffic. 4 points for Kisner. 13-8. Midlakes up 5. As Walker dribbles, gets it to Smythe. And way up top. Nice catch, though. And finished by Gretchen Earl.
Nice assist by Katie Smythe, making a long pass to Gretchen Earl, who, you said it, did a nice job of gathering that ball and coming down.
Forbes lets the 3-ball go. It's no good. Rebounded by Savage. She's dribbling with the right hand across midcourt. Skips it over to Smythe. Foul line extended in front of the Midlakes bench. Now to the block. And back out for a foul line jumper from Gretchen Earl. No good. Rebounded by Noya, the shortest girl on the court. She pushes it up ahead to Forbes. Forbes behind the backboard. Bad angle. Misses the shot. Loose ball. Good effort and a save by Midlakes. Now about a 15-foot jump shot by Macy Kisner finds the bottom of the net. 15-10.
Kisner really making an impact early on in this. Oh.
Forbes steps in and gets a steal behind the back to Walker. Left-handed layup is good. What a play by Alaina Forbes.
Boy, some razzle-dazzle.
17-10 Midlakes leads. And that's what Forbes does. She hangs back and anticipates the pass, does a great job of it. Maybe one of the best in the Finger Lakes East. Now 3-ball on the way for Palmax, no good. Savage's attempt misses the mark. Here comes Forbes the other way, dribbling with the right hand. Gets it to Walker, open for 3, lets it fly off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brandy Morrison, and we have a foul. So
Looks like they're going to get over the back on McKenna Gallicino.
So that's the first foul on Colasino. Second team foul on Midlakes. Here comes the full court pressure. Claire DeBouver into the ball game. DeBouver and Walker, the front line of that press. Forbes hanging out back at the foul line on the other end, and they break the press. It's Katie Smythe with it, dribbling against Hannah Galloway, who's checked into the ball game, and she commits a foul as Smythe drives.
And Smythe, one of the best free throw shooters on this Palmac team. Did a nice job of drawing some contact as she didn't have much of an angle to work with there.
And Smythe buries the first free throw. She has 4 points, 17-11. We have a couple substitutions now as Morrison checks out of the ball game along with Gretchen Earl. Riley Nolan into the game along with Abby LaRocca. And Smythe buries the second free throw, 17-12. Ball inbounded to Forbes, and she was fouled off the dribble by LaRocca.
And they're going to get LaRocca with the hand check. It looks like defensively, Nolan and LaRocca applying some man pressure, face guarding. It looks like Forbes and Walker.
DeBouver with it, kicks it over to Galloway, back to DeBouver.
And we're seeing a little triangle and 2 here by the Red Raiders.
And it forces a turnover as Smythe has the basketball now, dribbling with the left hand. Has her pocket picked by Kisner. She gets it up ahead to Forbes. Forbes to the basket. And Forbes is fouled.
Hard foul by Nolan.
So first foul on Nolan. It'll be more free throws for Midlakes. They're up 17-12 with 1:37 to go here, first period.
Yeah, Palmac effective with that triangle and 2 defense, created the turnover, but then gave it right back in transition.
And Forbes hits the first free throw. Her first point of the game. Second free throw, good. 2 free throws for Alaina Forbes. The lead is now 7, 19-12 with 1:37 to go. And, of course, more full court pressure. They try to break it. They do this time. It's in the hands of Riley Nolan.
Midlakes looks like they're in a 2-3 zone defense right now.
And we have a foul. Smythe tried to drive baseline, and looks like they might have got Jordan Noya, the point guard for Midlakes, with the foul. They did. So that's her first, 4th team foul. And Palmac will be inbounding from underneath their own basket on the side nearest to us. Not an easy spot to inbound. She's got to get it in. She does. And now that's Nolan with it, playing catch with Jamie Walker. Back to Nolan. Nolan tries a jump shot, misses. Forbes keeps it alive, and it's controlled by Pasalakwa. Pass up ahead DeBoover goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Midlakes.
Nice job of defense, transition defense by Katie Smythe getting back there to deflect that pass for the Red Raiders.
And now DeBoover drives through the defense, off the backboard, no good, rims out, rebounded by Andra Savage. Now Savage dribbles down the court, gives it up for Smythe. Smythe left open, thought about a three, back to Savage inside, nice pass to Abby LaRocca, but LaRocca loses it out of bounds on the baseline. It'll go back to Midlakes, up 19-12, 43 seconds to go here in the first.
Yeah, it was a nifty pass by Andra Savage inside. LaRocca just not quite. Savage eluding all kinds of pressure and bringing the ball up the
So
court.
here comes a drive from Palmac. It is Jamie Walker, and she's fouled, taken to the basket. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at billcramchevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
again by Palmac. Brandy Morrison catches it and muscles it up for two.
Big basket by Morrison, keeping it Palmac within reach, and now a turnover for Midlakes.
Jamie Walker with a nice strip for the Red Raiders.
She's pushing it the other way to the foul line. And now in the corner, back to Walker. Nice find for Savage, but Savage can't finish. Battle for the rebound. We have a jump ball. It was Forbes and Savage.
They're going to call jump ball there, although the crowd is calling for over the back.
So now Cara Walker handling the point guard duties. The freshman dribbles it across the timeline. Looks like we have man-to-man defense now from Palmac. Walker finds Kisner. Kisner drives. Blocked by Morrison, though, controlled by Walker. Here comes Palmac the other way. Walker leaves it for Savage. And Savage is bumped by Cara Walker. And
hard foul by Walker.
Yeah, that'll be the first foul on Cara Walker.
I think the Red Raiders in that last possession might have been mixing in that triangle and two again, where they're chasing around Forbes and Walker and man-to-man, and the other three players are in sort of a triangle or a pyramid type of.
Down to the block. Oh, here comes the other way. It's Midlakes up. Turnover on a long pass.
Good steal by Liberty Hager of the Red Raiders, and it's going the other way.
Jamie Walker with the basketball in her hands. 2:56 to go, 30-18. Midlakes lead. Savage guarded by Walker. She looks to drive baseline. She runs into Sydney Pasalacqua. Now Walker and Savage hit the ground hard, and Walker a little shaken up.
Another jump ball. This time it's going to be for the Red Raiders.
They're going to take Walker out for a second. She looks to be okay, though. She's tough, man. She's big. She's composed for a freshman.
Oh, she's played real well.
And now Savage has the basketball in the corner, up top to Walker, back to Savage. Back to Walker. Walker with one dribble now, finds Hager. Hager pulls up, misses the 15-footer. Rebounded by Pasalacqua, pushed up ahead to Forbes. Forbes goes behind the back. Forbes to the basket, and she's fouled hard by Gretchen Earl. Now Forbes a little slow getting up.
A physical game right now in this second quarter, and that's the type of thing that happens come sectional time. Every team wants it a little bit more than they did during the regular season.
And Forbes misses the first free throw. Forbes' second free throw attempt is good. So 7 points for Alaina Forbes, 2:29 to go, 31-18. Midlakes leads. Palmac breaks the pressure. Hager with it, gets it to Walker, back to Hager. Hager to the block, a little spin. Right-handed shot over the front of the rim by Gretchen Earl. She has 6.
Real nice post move by Earl. Caught the ball and used her body well.
11-point lead. DeBoover finds Kisner, might have traveled, no call. Tries a jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Earl. Up ahead to Walker. Walker thought about driving the lane and throws it away. She was looking for Savage in the corner. And so 1:51 to go, 31-20. Palmac hanging tough. There was a couple times it seemed like Midlakes might extend that lead, but they kept it right around 10. Let's see if they can hold Midlakes here and get the lead back to single digits. DeBoover with the basketball. 1:43 to go.
Palmac in that triangle and two as they're chasing around Forbes and Walker.
Forbes drives with the right hand. She turns it over. It's the freshman Grace Seither. Ball out of bounds. Seither, sorry.
No, and Palmac's forced some turnovers in that triangle and two, just struggling to not turn it over themselves in the other direction.
And so more full court pressure, of course, from Midlakes. And knocked down by Forbes. Kisner saves it to Forbes. Right-handed shot off the glass is good for Forbes.
Nice athletic play by Kisner to save that ball and locate Forbes.
33-20 your score. Glad you could be with us here on a rainy Friday night. Jim Sinicropi, Tane Robinson for FingerLakes1.com. 1 minute to go here, first half, as Smythe controls. Finds Earl. Now it goes baseline to Savage. Nice find driving the baseline from Savage to the freshman, Grace Seether, for her first 2 points. But quickly the other way is Claire DeBoover driving, and with the kiss, DeBoover with 9 second quarter points. And now Palmac looks to push. And they throw it away. DeBoover with the basketball. Right-handed layup in transition is good. And Claire DeBoover having quite a quarter here. 11 points, 37-22, matches the biggest lead of the game. 14 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, DeBoover, the senior, has been huge in this quarter for the Midlakes game. And that's the type of thing, that you hope is going to happen when you get to the postseason, that your seniors are going to step up and lead, and she's certainly done that this quarter.
DeBoover and Noye, the point guard for Midlakes, the two main contributing seniors. Antonia Schumacher, also a senior on the roster. The rest underclassmen, and with 7 seconds left, it's stolen by Forbes. She goes the length of the court and lays it in. And Forbes with 9 points in the second quarter. Half-court shot on the way as time expires. And Tani, we just mentioned, Palmac hanging tough, but a late second quarter push there for Midlakes has them up 17 going into half.
Yeah, the turnovers near the end of that second quarter really started piling up for the Red Raider team.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be time for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. Your score after 2 quarters here in the Section 5 Class B girls quarterfinal matchup. Midlakes 39, Palmac 22. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call fingerlakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. AFLAC. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But AFLAC can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And Jim Sinicropi, Tane Robinson here at Midlakes High School. It's time for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. And your score 39-22, Midlakes leads. And we mentioned off the top, Palmac at full strength against a team that they haven't been full strength at against all year, the undefeated Midlakes Screaming Eagles. But Midlakes looks like they came ready to play. Palmac really unable to handle consistently the pressure of Midlakes. A lot of buckets coming in transition. Claire DeBouver with big 11 points all in the second quarter. Alaina Forbes with 9 at halftime. They lead 39-22.
Yeah, Midlakes has done a great job of allowing their defense to create offense for them, and they've been doing it on the press. They've been doing it in the half court. They've been doing it in terms of hustling and tipping the ball, and really it's been an impressive team defensive effort for the Midlakes team, and they've converted those turnovers into points, doing a nice job of attacking the basket in transition. And, on the other side, Palmac has in spurts showed us that they're capable of playing with this Midlakes team. But I'm sure one of the things that Coach Harris is going to be talking about with his team at halftime is they need to cut down on the turnovers in order to be able to work their way back into this game.
And that's easier said than done. Midlakes has been putting Cara Walker, the freshman, up front guarding the inbounds pass along with Macy Kisner at times. At other times, it would be Jordan Noya. And then Forbes, who we mentioned she leads all of Section 5 in scoring, but she's got to be up there in steals as well. She kind of hangs back, anticipates the pass really quick, and once they get that ball, they're heading the other way, and they're finishing in transition.
Yeah, she's gambling all the time on the defensive end, looking for that steal and an opportunity to attack. And I think we talked about it a little bit at the close of the half, but senior leadership from this Midlakes squad is Claire DeBouver had a heck of a second quarter for this Midlakes team.
I look at both these teams, and they're going to be great rivals next year in the Finger Lakes East. They returning just about everybody, both teams.
Yeah, a couple of young squads for sure.
Yeah, especially Palmac. And it's funny about this Midlakes team. They were 10-12 last year, and so you wouldn't think, even though they returned everybody, that there'd be that dramatic to go from 10-12 to now 21-0 on the verge of 22-0. The main addition, Cara Walker, talked about her all year. We've had her in the studio along with Alaina. It's just hard to believe she's a freshman out there.
Yeah, we talked, the wingspan that she's got, she's not terribly tall in terms of, post players in this league, but she's got long arms. She makes the most of that wingspan and does a good job of pulling down rebounds. She moves well without the basketball. Palmac was working a little bit of triangle and two and some diamond and one against Walker when Forbes went out of the game. And
DeBouver made him pay.
Yep, and she did a real nice, and Walker did a real nice job of moving without the basketball and creating space on the floor for DeBouver.
So as we await the second half, about 2:56 to go here, Palmac still in the locker room. I was talking to Coach Harris of Palmac on the phone yesterday to get ready for today's game, and he was a longtime boys coach. Just 2 years ago, he coached Palmac boys in the sectional final of the Blue Cross, a close game they lost to Newark. Had a tough year last year and admitted to getting a little burnt out. It's such a long season, year after year, all winter long, all the practices, all the bus rides. And so they asked him to coach the girls, and he said, I'll go another year. And he says he's absolutely rejuvenated by this bunch, this group. In October, he had voluntary preseason workouts. 7-8 girls showed up at 6:30 in the morning, and he says that it has kind of renewed his interest and his energy levels. And again, this is a young team, so next year, if they can't come back here and make a game out of this one, Palmac, along with Midlakes, will be among the favorites in the Finger Lakes East next year.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Harris had shared similar sentiments to me, that he feels like, this change has been great for him as a coach. Really pushed him to, to reinvent himself as a coach, to spend a lot of time scouting the different girls' teams, to spending a lot of time thinking and planning practices, just kind of redoing and changing some of the stuff that, that when you've been coaching the same sport and same team for a while, and sometimes you can sort of fall into a rut of, and has discovered or rediscovered a real passion for the game and for coaching this year.
I'll tell you another interesting wrinkle to this game. Alaina Forbes' grandfather is on the staff for Dan Harris and Palmac. That would be
Lloyd Savage.
Lloyd Savage, yeah.
Lloyd Savage, junior varsity assistant coach, and and he's also another family connection. Andrew Savage, one of the top players for this Palmac team, and Alaina are cousins, squaring off against one another. So it's a little bit of a family affair here in the Finger Lakes East.
I guess you can look at it either way. Lloyd Savage can't win, he can't lose.
That's right.
Either way, there's a bright side, I guess. So I'm sure if Palmac does not come back and challenge Midlakes here, that he'll become a full-time Screaming Eagle fan at that point.
Well, and probably most of the Palmac girls will at that time too. One of the things that's nice about the Finger Lakes League is that fierce rivals during the season, but then rooting for each other once they get to the postseason.
Yeah, and that's the way we feel with all the Wayne Finger Lakes teams at this point. I mean, we love it when we see the leagues match up in the postseason like this, or that Palmac Newark boys final from a couple years ago that we were talking about. But when they go step out of the leagues, we become big fans. As broadcasters, you like to be neutral, but we don't make any bones about it. We're rooting for the Wayne Finger Lakes teams. We have two of them here. One of them, Midlakes, with a 17-point lead over Palmac. They'll start with the basketball here. Second half action about to be underway as referee Diane Ann Williams hands the ball to Walker. She inbounds it to Noya. So it's Noya, Walker, Forbes, Kisner, and Passalacqua. And right away, Forbes finds Walker cutting back door for the easy basket.
Real nice lob pass by Forbes to find Walker. Got some space in the back of Palmac's 2-3 zone defense.
41-22 your score now, as Katie Smythe with it, along with Jamie Walker on the court. Savage, Morrison, and Earl starting for Palmac. And now Smythe lets a three ball go. She hasn't shot it much. That one way off mark. Rebounded and pushed ahead by Midlakes. Here comes Forbes straight to the basket. Right-handed layup with a kiss. And it's 43-22, biggest lead of the ball game. For
again,
Coach Nate Rich.
The transition offense of this Midlakes team, really impressive. Get that long rebound and boom, they're immediately going the other way.
And now Walker tries a three. Jamie Walker of Palmac, rebounded by Cara Walker and pushed up way ahead to Forbes again, and she finishes. Time out. Coach Harris has seen enough. 45-22 as Forbes with four quick third quarter points here, and Midlakes out to a 6-0 lead here in the second half, extending the lead.
Yep, Palmac missed a couple of long threes on their offensive possessions. Midlakes immediately secured those balls and looked deep to Alaina Forbes, and a couple of quick layups for her.
We'll be re-streaming this game with full video later tonight on FingerLakes1.com. The great images will be brought to you by Jeremy Hunt. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Tane Robinson here for FL1 Sports, our first of many postseason games that we'll be bringing to you this postseason. We'll see if this can match last year. Last year I think we did 5 sectional finals involving Wayne Finger Lakes teams. We'd be fortunate to see that many teams involved in the postseason here, but a lot of action tonight, a lot of action tomorrow night. We'll have semifinal action for you next week. Tomorrow night, at 6 o'clock, we'll be in Seneca Falls as Wellsville makes the long trip up to face the number 1 seed Minders Blue Devils. And Wellsville in their first round game blew out Newark, who Minders has had a couple close games with. So if you're looking at the common opponent thing, it should be a good game tomorrow night.
Yeah, certainly could be. But, It's the best time of year if you're a high school basketball fan is right now.
It's February madness at the moment as another turnover by Midlakes, but they give it right back. Kisner throws it right to Smythe, and Forbes follows Smythe. So it'll be Palmac basketball out of bounds in front of Coach Nate Rich and the Midlakes bench. 45-22, 6:42 to go in the third quarter. Smythe finds Walker into the corner, now to Morrison, back to Walker, skips it to Smythe. Left-handed dribble, back to Walker. Playing catch with Smythe, she had a three for a moment. Cara Walker closed out on her. She drove and turned it over. And now Forbes again in transition, spins, and she's fouled by Jamie Walker. So we got Jamie Walker for Palmac, Cara Walker for Midlakes. Try to keep it straight if we're confusing you at home. It'll be Cara Walker inbounding underneath her own basket. And she throws it up for Kisner, but overhead, stolen by Jamie Walker. Jamie Walker spins, and it's blocked by Kisner, rebounded by Noya. Noya up the middle of the court, straight to the basket. And the right-handed layup is good. 47-25. 23-point lead for the Screaming Eagles. 6 minutes to go, third period. And Midlakes backs off a little bit on the pressure as Walker plays catch with Smythe and finds Earl. Her shot too hard, corralled by Forbes. She loses it going behind the back, but picked up by Cara Walker. Now Cara Walker goes the length of the court and she loses it. It's Jamie Walker with the ball coming the other way, back and forth action. Now Palmac moving from her right to left, and Walker takes it to the basket, and she's fouled by, it looks like either Pascalacqua or Kisner, and it looks like they got Pascalacqua. They did. That's the second foul on Sydney Pascalacqua.
A frantic pace, up and down.
So Walker tries to get into that lead, and she does with the first free throw. She has 5 on the evening. Second free throw on the way. No good. Kisner pulls it down. Up ahead to Noya. Noya really quick off the dribble. Finds Walker into the corner for Noya. Lets a three ball go. It's short. Ripped down by Morrison, but then she drops it off her leg and out of bounds.
And Morrison with a great job ripping down the rebound and just not able to hang on to it.
And so now Walker will inbound up top to Forbes. Forbes working off a pick from Kisner. Finds Noya in the corner. And now to the free throw line. It's Kisner. Left-handed shot, no good. Brandy Morrison pulls it in. Walker finds Smythe. And again, the sophomore Smythe with just 5 points. She tries a three ball here. She scored 3 of those points on the first shot of the game. Just 2 since. Kisner now coast to coast, no good. Gets her own rebound, can't put it back. And they got a quick jump ball
Real
call.
quick tie-up. It looked like Savage had secured that ball. Pascalacqua got a hand on it briefly, and they called the tie-up.
So it's back to Palmac, and here comes some more pressure from Midlakes. This time Forbes is at the point of the what looks like a diamond press, and they get it over. 47-23, 4:37 to go. Smythe and Walker playing catch at the top of this 2-3 zone from Midlakes. And they find Morrison, one dribble into the paint, bounce pass to Savage, tied up by Noya. And another jump ball. This time it'll go to Midlakes.
Midlakes defense has been tough all night long. Nothing's coming easy to the Red Raiders on the offensive end.
Jordan Noya over to Forbes. They work it around the perimeter. This Midlakes team looking supremely confident. Has a floater by Noya, no good, rebounded by Brandy Morrison. And Coach Rich said that these girls are proud of what they've accomplished, and they're very excited about the prospects ahead. Again, we got to travel on Jamie Walker, turnover back to Midlakes. Midlakes looking for their first sectional title in girls basketball since 1975.
Wow.
So if you're doing the math, that's 42 years.
And certainly, a historic season for them in terms of, wire to wire going undefeated, but work to be done still.
Forbes 3 ball, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to Palmac. 47-23, 3:49 to go, third quarter. And it looks like another diamond press. But they're not really pressuring the ball as they let Walker dribble it over.
Pressure.
They get it down the baseline to Riley Nolan into the game. Back to Walker. Walker tries a baseline jumper, no good. And off of Grace Seether's hands and out of bounds.
Palmac going to apply some pressure now for the first time in this game.
So they're going to have Kisner inbound the basketball. And they get it to Forbes. Now Forbes behind the back. She loves to do that. She uses it for utility too, and probably nobody better. She drives right into the lane, misses a shot. Kisner keeps it alive to DeBoover. DeBoover drives, and DeBoover hits.
And they're going to get savage with the tomahawk block attempt there.
So just the first on Andrew Savage. 3:18 to go. DeBoover will head to the free throw line. 11 second quarter points for DeBoover. She was scoreless in the first. We'll see if she can get on the board here in the third. First free throw, no good. And the freshman Walker and the junior Kisner encouraging the senior DeBoover, who gets the roll on the second free throw. 12 points for DeBoover. And again, here comes Smythe. And Palmac way up over the top of the press. Now they get it back out top to Smythe into the corner for Riley Nolan. Now Smythe tries a 3 ball, swish!
Nothing but net for Smythe. Oh, and then Riley Nolan almost steals the ball.
But here comes Midlakes the other way. DeBoover leaves it off for Colasino, and they turn it over. It's Seether with the basketball, gets it to Walker, into traffic, bounce pass, and the shot by Riley Nolan, no good. And here comes Macy Kisner the other way. Kisner pulls up on the block, right-handed hook, no good. Rebounded by Colasino over the front of the rim.
Midlake's going to take a full timeout to talk things over a little bit. And
50-26, 24-point lead here for the Screaming Eagles with 2:32 to go. And the thing about this team, Tony, is this Midlakes team is they're just all incredible athletes, and they're all fast, they're all athletic, and I hate to use it when I cover a girls basketball game, but they move, more like not more like a boys basketball game, but a lot of times you'll see in girls basketball the pace being a little slower. These girls are fast.
They're athletic and they're playing up tempo, and each one of them are looking to let their defense turn into offense. And while Forbes is the leading scorer in all of Section 5 by a long shot, every one of these players, when they get the ball, are looking to attack the rim or looking to make that pass up to whoever's open for the transition basket.
And I do hate to make that. I promised myself I wouldn't, and of course I did here at the 2:32 mark in the third quarter. I hear a lot of announcers say that during girls' games, but yeah, I'll dock myself some pay tonight.
And terrific athletes from this Midlakes squad for sure.
And so full court pressure, Jordan Noya, Alaina Forbes, Claire DeBoover, Macy Kisner. They get it over the top where Colasino's waiting for Jamie Walker, who takes it to the basket and is fouled.
The crowd reacts, not happy about that call. Walker's been to the free throw line quite a bit tonight, and she's been aggressive on the bounce, trying to attack the rim.
Walker's first free throw, good. She now has 6 points. Second free throw, up and rattles in. So Walker's made it to the line 8 times tonight, made 5 of them. 50-28, 2:16 to go. DeBoover with the basketball, guarded closely. Now they find Kisner, who misses a jump shot from the elbow, kicked out of bounds. It'll go back to Midlakes, or Palmac, excuse me, off the foot of McKenna Colasino. So now Katie Smythe dribbles against Forbes, gets it over, to Walker, who splits a double team and now sets up the offense. And inside and off the glass, basket good by Andra Savage. Her first field goal of the game. Lead down up ahead. Forbes way up ahead to Colasino, too far into the basket, but she makes an adjustment and finishes. And she has 4 points. And pocket picked by Kisner into the hands of DeBoover, and a foul on Seether.
And Jamie Walker doing a nice job trying to break that press with the dribble. Kisner with a good poke knocked that ball away, and then they get the freshman Seether on the foul.
So with 1:29 to go, 52-30. DeBoover gets it to Jordan Noya as Midlakes in no hurry in their half-court offense. DeBoover to Kisner on the block, spins. Up and under move, can't get the roll. Rebounded by Savage. She turns around, dribbles up the court. It's 1-on-3. She goes right to the hole, but Cara Walker was waiting for offensive foul.
Yep, nice defense by Walker there. Had good position. And Savage with a nice rebound pushed that tempo well, but good credit to Midlakes getting back and setting up defensively.
So that's 2 fouls on Savage as Noya dribbles past the pressure, tripped up from behind by Jamie Walker. And that should be the second foul on Jamie Walker. That'll be 5th team foul on Palmac, who will shoot Midlakes will shoot free throws for the remaining 1:04 here in the third quarter. They're up 52-30 as Noya to the free throw line. Takes a couple dribbles, spins it, lets it go. Rattles in and out. So the second free throw. After a couple dribbles and spins, and another spin, and it's on the way, and she hits. 6 points for Noya, 53-30. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Smythe passes it up way ahead to Riley Nolan. Gets it back to Smythe. Back to Nolan, bounce pass to Savage on the block. She tried to get it over to Seether, but it's a turnover. Here comes Noya, and it's knocked away from Noya out of bounds.
And a Savage with good hustle from behind tipped that ball away, but it'll stay Midlakes basketball.
Cara Walker inbounds to Noya. 44 seconds. About a 20-second differential on the shot and game clock. 53-30 Midlakes leads. They're about 8 minutes and 30 seconds to punching their ticket to the Class B semifinals. It's DeBoover with the basketball. Dribbling, bounce pass to Kisner. Back to DeBoover. DeBoover out top to Cara Walker for 3, in and out. As the shot clock buzzer went off. But there's still 15.7 left on the game clock. And we'll see what referee Mike Connell decides to do. They're going to give it to Palmac with 15.7 left. And now referee Diane Williams is stopping play for a moment. And it'll be Midlakes ball underneath their own basket. Inbounded to Smythe. Full court pressure. 13 seconds to go. Third period. Smythe almost loses it and does. It'll go back to Midlakes.
The Smythes is looking to make that pass ahead to Riley Nolan. Realized that she wasn't looking for it and tried to pull it back in, wasn't able to.
So with 6 seconds, it's Alaina Forbes with the basketball. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, lets a 3-ball go. It's way off, might have been fouled, no call. And time expires here. So after 3 periods of play, here at Clifton Springs is for Midlakes 30, Palmac 53. We'll be back with Palmac 30. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at billcramchevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
And welcome back here. Fourth quarter action about to begin. 53-30 your score. The Midlakes Screaming Eagles look to be about 7 minutes and 52 seconds away from the semifinals unless Palmac can put on quite a run. Not a great start for Palmac as Gretchen Earl misses a shot and her putback. And here comes Midlakes the other way. Forbes pass to Kisner is caught, and then Kisner's fouled.
Looks like they got Savage with the foul there.
That's the third on Andra Savage, just a sophomore, along with Katie Smythe, just a sophomore. We've talked about a young Palmac team. They'll be back next year, as will most of these girls from Midlakes as well. Should be great to see these two teams match up again in the regular season next year. 7:27 to go. Forbes with the basketball. Midlakes now in no hurry at all.
Well, it would make sense with the, this size of a lead to slow down the tempo a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be the way that this Midlakes team is wired. And sometimes there's some thought that you should just keep doing what you do well.
Yeah, that's one way to let teams back into it, to slow it down too soon. But Midlakes looks to be in pretty good control of this one, as a Palmac turnover will give it back to the Screaming Eagles. Full court pressure now from Palmac. Kisner gets it into DeBoover. DeBoover's having a great ball game with 12 points. She finds Kisner up ahead to Forbes. Forbes takes it into the lane, spins, lets one fly, and she's fouled.
Boy, maybe bailed out a little bit in that foul as Forbes was spinning away from the basket, shooting a baseline jumper. Not an easy shot. Looks like it'll be a foul on the floor.
Gretchen Earl, her second. Midlakes inbounds. Forbes to DeBoover. And up ahead now, Jordan Noy.
Palmac in straight man-to-man right now.
Kisner at the foul line. Elbow, skips it to Walker. Now Forbes tries a corner three and buries it.
Section 5's leading scorer, Alaina Forbes.
16 points on the night for Alaina Forbes, still about 11 under her average, but 56-30, Midlakes leads. Three-pointer from Smythe, in and out. Unlucky, rebounded by Claire DeBoover. She dribbles through the pressure, bounce pass to Cara Walker, drives right side, and boy, a lot of contact inside with Gretchen Earl, no call. Coming back the other way is Palmac. And Walker, fouled by Kisner.
And Jamie Walker in traffic, going up with the left hand, draws the foul.
So that'll be the third personal foul on Macy Kisner, as Walker will head to the free throw line. And can't get the first. As Sydney Pasalacqua checks in now for Claire DeBoover for Midlakes. Second free throw is good by Walker. 56-31, 5:52. Over the top of the press goes Midlakes. Cara Walker can't hit with the left hand, gets her own rebound though, and now she's fouled by Savage. So disappointing, no doubt, for Coach Harris and Palmac. The second time these two teams met, Palmac lost 58-49, but as we mentioned, that was without Katie Smythe. Midlakes really focused in today for this one.
Well, Midlakes it has been tough all season long, but in particular, they've been real tough at home. And somewhat of a narrow court here at Midlakes, and their pressure defense very effective here at home.
So Cara Walker makes 1 of 2. And
they're going to get savage with the push off there. That's 4 on Andrew Savage, really one of the key players for this Red Raider team, averaging almost a double-double throughout the regular season in points and rebounds.
So now Forbes with the basketball down the middle of the lane, throws it up and gets it to go. Wow. That was not an easy shot.
Could have been an and one possibly.
And now they work it around the outside of that Midlakes 2-1-2 zone, it looks like. And we've got a foul. And looks like they got Cara Walker, that's her second. Inbounding to Palmac, Jamie Walker. Abby LaRocca into the ball game now for Palmac. Smythe drives by Walker. Lets one go from the baseline, no good. Rebounded though by Brandy Morrison. Her putback's no good. Walker with it, and she's fouled by Jamie Walker. Walker fouled by Walker. One of my favorite Walkers of all time, Jimmy Walker.
Oh.
JJ from the hit television show Good Times. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Dynamite. I was thinking Patrick Ewing when you said, one of your favorite Walkers.
Oh, no. No thanks on that one. So Cara Walker hits the free throw.
Katrina Deinhardt Jr. is going to check into the game for Brandy Morrison.
So with some of these substitutions, that could be the end of some of their seasons as they come off here. Walker makes the second free throw. 61-31 the score. I'm a Syracuse basketball fan. Favorite Syracuse Walker maybe would have to be Rodney Walker, although I believe he transferred to Maryland, if you remember Rodney Walker.
Maryland's gotten a couple of Syracuse transfers, right? Isn't that where Matt Rowe transferred to?
Yep, you're right. Good call. Smythe now tries a 3-ball and hits it. Third
Katie
three-pointer
Smythe with the 3.
for Katie. 61-34. Jordan Nye across the timeline. Gets it to Macy Kisner, but she traveled. Back to Palmac. 4:21 to go in the ballgame. 61-34. Winner of this one gets the winner of the geez, where is it? I thought I wrote it down here. Well, I'll get that for you in a second as Palmac's basketball.
Deinhardt for 3.
No good. Kept her own rebound alive, though, and got it to Grace Seether, who is fouled on the putback. In the opener, it was Midlakes over Women's Rochester Prep, 81-27. Forbes had 26 in that one. Cara Walker, 17 and 8. As Seether misses the first free throw and banks home the second. Palmac was all over Attica, 52-37 in their opener. 61-35 your score here with 3:54 to go in the ball game. Cara Walker now, foul line extended, dribbling with left hand, spins, and we have a foul on the floor.
We're going to get Liberty Hager with
winner
that
tonight,
foul.
which appears to be Midlakes, will move on to face the winner of the number 4 seed Wellsville Lions and number 5 Greece Odyssey in the semifinals of Class B. Walker now with her 4th free throw of the quarter as Alaina Forbes, Macy Kisner, and Sydney Passalakwa check out of the ball game for the Screaming Eagles. Walker's 2nd free throw is good. Now she'll have a seat, probably done for the evening. It's Colasino into the ball game. It's Connie Brown for the first time tonight into the ball game for Midlakes. Claire DeBoover and Hannah Galloway. As Coach Harris prepares to empty his bench, Seether, the freshman, on the baseline against Colasino, is fouled. So free throws for Seether. 3:30 to go. 63-35. Big lead for the Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, for about the first quarter and a half, Palmac was right with the Midlakes squad, and then they really opened things up at the end of that second quarter. We haven't looked back since.
Seether misses the first free throw.
Get one of Palmac's seniors, Caitlin Jones, checking into the game for the Red Raiders.
And a big round of applause for Jordan Noya, the senior point guard, at just 5 feet, checking out.
Well, and the seniors for Midlakes played well tonight. Noya and DeBoover, solid contributions on both ends.
Seether makes the 2nd free throw, and it's 63-36. As it was someone from the JV team checked in for Midlakes that isn't on our roster, Tani, wearing number 20. Apologize to her. So it's DeBoover to Galloway. Baseline jumper, nothing but net for Corinne Brown. Downtown, Corinne Brown.
A nice shot for Brown on the baseline, nothing but net.
And that would be Eva Lyko, the junior, into the game for Palmac, along with Kate Jones, a senior, Katrina Deinhardt, and
LaRocca and Hager.
So here comes DeBoover with the basketball. 2:35 to go in the ball game, 65-36, and number 20, 2-0, don't have her name, apologize, but
knocks it down.
They're going to get her to the varsity squad next year. With a shot like that, the rich will be getting richer here in Midlakes.
Caitlin Jones, the Palmac senior, comes up a little bit short there, and it'll be jump ball. Midlakes possession going the other way. Nice round of applause for Claire DeBoover as she comes out of the game, gets a nice hug by Nate Rich, and crowd properly giving her credit for a heck of a game tonight.
We have another JV player in the game who we do not have the name for, unfortunately. Stolen by Palmac. And a foul.
And LaRocca attacking the basket in transition will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Free throw off the mark for Abby LaRocca. 67-36, under 2 minutes now left in the ball game. LaRocca's 2nd shot bounces around the rim, no good. Blocked from behind. On the rebound is Katrina Deinhardt, and we have another foul.
That'll send Deinhardt to the line for 2.
And her first shot is no good. Second free throw. Off the back iron and drops through. So Deinhardt on the board. 67-37. 30-point lead for Midlakes in a game that we thought was going to possibly come down to the wire. I've openly questioned on the Upstate Hoops podcast, is Midlakes really a special team in terms of the fact that 21-22-0? I've seen them a few times. They've looked beatable to me, although shame on me, nobody's beaten them.
Yep.
There's a lot of value for a team that knows how to close out a game. Midlakes has had some big wins. They've had some close wins, but very, very impressive tonight. Looks to be getting stronger and playing great at the right time. And there's a 3-ball from number 20. I promise we'll get her name for the post-game show.
Impressive shooting by that young lady as she's come into the game. Knocked down a couple of threes.
And there's a...
Katrina Deinhardt with the long two-pointer.
So that number 20 for Midlakes is Madison Nurse.
Up from the junior varsity squad, and we can see why, is able to shoot the ball really well from the outside.
Oh, a right-handed shot from Antonio Schumacher, the third senior on this team. Into the game, we're now under 30 seconds to go. And the shot bothered by Midlakes, rebounded by Hannah Galloway with 17 seconds left to go. She gets it across, and that should be it. 70-39, your score now with 8 seconds left to go. And they're looking for their first sectional title since 1975. One step closer. The Midlakes Screaming Eagles move to 22-0. Up next, a date in the semifinals against the Wellsville Greece Odyssey winner. And it was really not much of a doubt from the get-go, as Midlakes looking very impressive, Tony.
Boy, they sure were. They did a great job defensively all game long and then really attacked the basket. They really did a good job with it. For a team that plays as up-tempo as they do, they did a nice job of protecting the basketball themselves, limiting their turnovers throughout.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, it'll be the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles style postgame. We'll speak to one or more of these Midlakes Screaming Eagles victorious tonight. 70-39 is postseason basketball here on Finger Lakes One.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmers Auto and Stevers Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call FingerLakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Push back a little bit. Can you come closer? Okay, welcome back inside Midlakes High School. See us on that screen? We got to get closer. Come on a little closer, girls. There we go. Okay. And back a little further. I want to make sure we get you in, okay? There we go. That looks good. Okay. You get your headset. Good. You're good. Okay, ladies. Congratulations. I wanted to get a couple seniors here on this team with us, and it's time for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show. And you guys were 10 and 12 last year, right?
Yeah.
But you brought everybody back, and you were playing good in the second half of the season. But did either of you guys expect that you would be 22-0 here at the end of February?
No, not a chance. Yeah.
What do you think it is about this team that makes you so tough to beat?
We just get along really well, and we just all play together, and we're all very unselfish, so it helps us as a team and as a family.
Yeah, we all just know each other's way we are, so we works perfectly.
And Alaina Forbes, obviously the leading scorer in Section 5 for the girls. Talk about her game, and you guys are seniors. Who's takes on the leadership role? You seniors? Is it Alaina the leader, or is it a combination?
It's a combination of the whole team, actually. We all pretty much just show up each spot of leadership. And
yeah, even girls who weren't named captains this year, they still step up and they still help out and they still try to be leaders along with everybody else.
Talk about Cara Walker, a freshman coming onto this team. Doesn't look like your typical freshman. You guys obviously have a lot of confidence in her game, even though she's just a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a bull. There's no getting in front of her.
Yeah, she does get a little out of hand sometimes, but she knows when to calm down, and we help her with that sometimes too.
You guys come on a little closer here. I want to make sure we get you on the screen. Can you guys tell me the last time that a Midlakes girls team has won a sectional title? A little trivia.
1975, I think.
Yeah, good call, Claire. 1975. So how does it make you feel now? You're moving to the semifinals. You have one more game in the semis will get you to the championship game in Rush Henrietta, where you'll have a chance to do something that no other Midlakes girls team has done for over 40 years. Have you guys thought about that at all?
We kind of just take it game by game. We do talk about going further, but we kind of just make sure we're level-headed and stuff.
Try and take it step by step. Try not to get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, well, that's the right way to be, because honestly, coming into this game, I thought it was going to be a little tighter game. I thought you guys might be in a little trouble. This was the first time you played Palmyra at full strength. But at the end of the day, right from the start, you guys came ready to play. What did Coach Rich say to you in the locker room before the game?
He told us it was going to be a tough game, and we just needed to come ready to play.
Yeah, well, you guys certainly did. Anybody out there you want to say hello to before we sign off?
No, not really.
Everybody you know is probably here, right?
Yeah.
Well, great game. Once again, I'm going to sign off here. Your final score here from Midlakes. The Screaming Eagles 70, the Palmac Red Raiders 39. You'll move on to face the winner of Wellsville and Greece Odyssey. I don't know if you guys have got a score yet. You know who won that game?
Not yet.
That game might have been a 7 o'clock start. So that'll be next week in the semifinals. Again, congratulations, girls. And for Jeremy Hunt on camera for my broadcast partner, Tane Robinson. This was the first of many postseason games here on FingerLakes1.com, so stay with us, and we'll be back online tomorrow night in Seneca Falls for Wellsville versus Miners. Until then, have a great